Hopelessness. It's a disturbing place to be. It is a condition nobody wants to be in, yet some of us find ourselves stuck in hopelessness. This often happens when we face problems in life that are just too terrible and inexorable to deal with. Herpes is one such terrible challenge to deal with. People suffering from herpes have to undergo not only physical and mental difficulties, but also the social suffering. The blisters and the constant outbreaks are itself enough of a problem, but they also have to face the social stigma and the mental trauma of having herpes. Add to that antivirals prescribed by doctors that do nothing except cost thousands of dollars every year, and you're told you have to take them your entire life. People with herpes have long been waiting for an effective herpes cure so that they can finally have their normal life back. Until now, this wait has been fruitless. It's only given them disappointment. Some still have their faith intact, while others have just lost it. And for them, this constant disappointment turns into hopelessness, which affects every aspect of their life. It simply kills the very essence of life. The onset of hopelessness in the mind gives rise to clouds of negativity, and life doesn't seem enjoyable anymore. But your hopelessness is about to end today. And for those of you who have been persistently hopeful, your patience is going to be rewarded. Yes, people, there is an effective way to get rid of herpes. We have created it after 8 years of painstaking research, study, and experimentation. During the initial couple of years, we were also not getting any results, and hopelessness was slowly coming into our team. Every bright prospect was turning into darkness. Well, we knew it was tough to continue, but we kept patience. We moved from regions to regions, plains to the mountains, countries to countries in our quest. Things started to happen. Leads turned into positive indications. Here we are today with a bright smile, hoping to give your face a bright smile too. Therefore, folks, no matter how tough the times are that you are stuck in, don't let hopelessness creep into your head. Take a deep breath, keep moving forward every time you feel hopelessness is engulfing you. And for a long time, people had no option but to be dependent on antivirals just to hide the blisters and the outbreaks. And these antivirals, like acyclovir and Valtrex and others, did nothing apart from only partially suppressing the outbreaks. Such drugs were not just a pain in the wallet, but a huge burden in the body because these heavy drugs cause severe side effects. Kidney failure, nausea, insomnia, and yes, liver cancer are just a few side effects due to long-term usage of these drugs. Also, some people taking these antivirals had simply no effect on their outbreaks or blisters because their body had become resistant to these antivirals due to consumption over a long period of time. Still, people had to keep taking them because there's no other alternative. But not now. There had been several attempts to find a better, natural system to cure herpes in the last few years, and we are glad to tell you that finally an effective natural treatment method for herpes has been created. This treatment method is totally natural, and it's going to eradicate your herpes sufferings forever. But before going into the details of this naturally evolved herpes treatment, let us talk about something that has been getting a lot of pop these days. There's been a lot of buzz lately about the natural, organic way of living. Herbal and holistic approaches are being appreciated, and natural products are being used from diet to treatment. And they've become really popular, and where medical science has failed, they have prevailed. More and more people are embracing it, and it is showing promising and positive results. But amidst all the noise about the natural, organic, and holistic way of curing diseases, do you know that there's a complete medical science based on natural, herbal, and holistic way of leading life? Do you know that this natural medical science has existed since prehistoric times? You might be surprised and even appalled to know this, but it's 100% true. This centuries-old medical science focuses on eliminating the root cause of the problem, unlike allopathy and Western-backed medical science, which is all about taking a pill and suppressing the problem. This classical medical science was the foremost to declare that for a healthy, living good diet, proper exercise and rest are non-negotiable terms. This has become a universal fact now, and no one can disregard this principle of life. It is this medical science that gave the world the gift of yoga and many other basic health principles. The if you're unable to figure out what I'm talking about, it is Ayurveda. Ayurveda. It's not limited to being only a medical science or treating diseases. It's a way of living life that gives importance to prosperity and growth in all these dimensions of life, mental, physical, and spiritual. Ayurveda is as old as human civilization and most of the other medical sciences, including TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, homeopathy, Unani, and ancient Roman medicine, and many others. They've been developed by people who studied Ayurveda and then on its principles evolved in their own medical science suited to their region and environment. Ayurveda is so outstanding that it is sad to see modern medical sciences not being able to take benefits from it. Big pharma companies dominating the modern medical sciences are too busy selling drugs and collecting profits, and they don't want to see a natural system like Ayurveda flourishing and decreasing the dependence of the general public on their pills. But with the evolution of internet and along with it its information processing, Ayurveda is gaining widespread reach and popularity. Still 30 years ago, big pharmas and their experts called Ayurveda pseudo-medical science, but when Ayurveda cured severe chronic health conditions like diabetes, hypertension, and typhoid, which were untreatable by modern medical science, they had no option but to accept it with folded hand. We first encountered Ayurveda in our research to find an effective herpes cure. During our initial years of research, when everything was failing, it was Ayurveda that lit our faces. We heard about a certain research in Germany pertaining to Ayurveda, and this is where it grabbed our eyeballs. We traced its roots to India. We went straight away there. Only a few days into Ayurveda, we started to get positive leads, found a lot of reference in Ayurveda pertaining to STDs. We went to the major locations rich in Ayurvedic herbs, like the Himalayas and the Nilgiris region of India, where herbs like Hypericum mysorens, Tulsi, and Neem showed good herpes fighting potential. We traveled place to place and shortlisted 40-odd herbs that showed good potential against the herpes virus. We finally had enough material and resources to create an effective herpes treatment program. We also looked for some modern research work on each of these individual herbs and found good inputs. We combined the wealth of Ayurveda with the validation of modern researches to create an effective herpes treatment program. You can read more about our journey on our journey page. Once we had our combination of herbs ready, we decided to test, and the results were the final sign that our pursuit was complete. Out of 300-odd people who used our treatment, 283 got rid of their herpes problems completely. This treatment method has been created by incorporating only natural elements like plants, tree barks, roots, all in raw form. There's no processing or chemicals involved because we want people to get the very best, and herbs, after processing, lose their efficiency to a good extent. Therefore, we kept it 100% organic and natural. This treatment has been named Herpoveda by our team as a tribute to Ayurveda. When we were looking to create a herpes cure, our goal was to create a treatment method that did the following tasks efficiently. 1. Inhibit and deactivate the herpes virus. 2. Detoxify the body of toxic antivirals and their side effects. 3. Strengthen the immune system, which has been weakened by herpes and other factors. Herpoveda has been formulated specially to meet these 3 standards, which are important for dealing with and destroying herpes. That is why it works so well for herpes patients. You can place your order for Herpoveda by clicking the button below. Let us have a look at the major constituents of Herpoveda that make it so powerful. Ficus religiosa, or people. This tree has divine quality of purifying air and environment. Ficus R has strong antiviral, antimicrobial, and antifungal properties. It got its name from its importance in India and the Hindus' religion. Hindus worship this tree, and in Ayurveda it can be found given numerous references. In Egypt and African nations, it has been found to be used to treat a variety of diseases. The barks of people are very beneficial against HSV virus. In the latest research conducted by biologists, people bark extracts have shown strong herpes inhibition. The link to this research can be found on our site in the research section. The special point of this research was that people bark showed results even on those patients whose bodies had become acyclovir resistant. That is why ficus R, or people, became a vital ingredient of our program. Neem, or Azadirachta indica. Neem is a super powerful medicinal plant with application in a variety of diseases, from malaria to eczema to plague. It has been found beneficial especially in infections, skin problems, and severe microbial complications. You can look online for neem-related research and you will be surprised to see the findings. Neem. It's highly effective on herpes virus and also the blisters, sores, and outbreaks. It can be taken orally or topically. Its decoctions are highly effective. You can drink it and also apply it on the outbreaks. In our research, we found that neem inhibited HSV-1 and HSV-2 virus from reproducing and made them dormant. In one research conducted in 2010 by Tiwari, Dharmani, and Shukla, neem bark showed strong antiviral activity against HSV virus. It also blocked entry of the virus to new cells in body. So not only does it help people eradicate herpes, it also saves non-herpetic people from contracting herpes from partners. Leaves and fruits of this plant are also beneficial. You can find the link to the above mentioned and other researches on neem in our research section. Due to its variety of benefits against herpes, we have included neem as one of the most important ingredients. Hypericum mysorens. This is an herb found in the Nilgiri Hills, which has shown great results in researches conducted over the last couple of years. This herb is highly effective, especially against herpes. In a particular research in the last decade, it has shown 100% successful inhibition of the herpes virus. These researches and scientific studies and our own experience has been the reason Hypericum mysorens is one of the main active constituents of this program, one without which this program would not have been effective. Tulsi or holy basil. Tulsi or holy basil is one of the most revered plants, along with people, in Hinduism. It is also one of the most potent herbs according to Ayurveda and helps in a variety of diseases. It has important properties like antiviral and antimicrobial that make it a powerful remedy for STDs. In researches conducted over herpes, holy basil has been found to be a strong virus deactivating agent. Apart from that, some research concluded that Tulsi protects organs and tissues against chemical stress from toxic metals. It also controls physical stress due to physical exertion, ischemia, and physical restraint. The power and usefulness of Tulsi is a testament to Ayurvedic wisdom and provides an example of ancient knowledge saving people from modern problems. Mahamanjistari Kwath. This is not an herb or medicinal plant. It is actually a classical Ayurvedic formulation, one of more than 20-odd herbs which together form a strong detoxifier and blood purifier. It has also been used for ages and skin disorders, STDs like herpes, syphilis. The prime objective of this formulation is to curb the infection inside the body and purify the body of toxic and unwanted elements. Mahamanjistari Kwath has been very successful in our experience and that of others who have tried it. It is a masterpiece of Ayurveda, as its ingredients work together like an exceptional unit in destroying infections. Not only does it work on herpes, but it is also a strong immune system booster and blood purifier. Due to these aspects, we incorporated this powerful Ayurvedic formulation into our program. Triphala. Triphala is one of the most commonly known Ayurvedic formulations to the world. As common as it is, so are its benefits and applications. People mainly see Triphala as a digestive aid, but they're not aware of the ultimate benefits of Triphala. Triphala is used in many health conditions and can be used in almost any chronic illness. Triphala is made of 3 ingredients, that's why it's called Triphala, or 3 fruits, and the 3 fruits are Indian gooseberry, Baheta, and Cibulic myrobalan. These 3 have their own properties and usage, but when combined together, they form a powerful combination that has been used in Ayurveda since prehistoric times. Triphala has shown good antiviral effect on herpes virus, and its main benefit has been of an immunomodulatory agent. It balances the immune system and helps it take the HSV virus head on. Triphala is so effective and diversely useful that there is a saying in TCM, when in doubt, use Triphala. Babul. Babul, or Vachellia nilotica, is a thorny plant used in Ayurvedic and other cultures for STDs. Not only HSV, it has also shown good results in fighting HIV virus. In 2017, a study and research was conducted to explore the ethnomedical use of V. nilotica or Babul. It was concluded that it showed substantial action against HIV, HSV, and HPV types of viruses. It was found to be especially useful against HSV-2 virus and gave pretty good results even on patients who are acyclovir resistant. These researches and experiences of people have been instrumental in our inclusion of Babul in Herpes. It has been used against STDs, genital lesions, and blisters for ages, and modern researchers like this have reinforced its usefulness. Babul bark contains its medicinal value. Licorice roots. This one is not that primitive as compared to the ones mentioned before, as some of you might already be aware of the benefits of licorice roots in herpes. Licorice roots have shown promise against herpes, and there has been numerous research projects in the last 20 years proving its case. This research has concluded that licorice roots on its own is a strong anti-herpetic agent, but in combination with other herbs mentioned here, its action against herpes increases many folds. The licorice root is a good virus-inhibiting and deactivating agent. It is also a great immunomodulator and gives the immune system much-needed boost. It contains 20 triterpenoids and almost 300 flavonoids, which enables it to destroy the herpes comfort zone in the body. Cair or Assia is a plant renowned for its medicinal usages. It is extremely beneficial in skin problems, STDs, and stomach-related problems. According to Ayurveda, it has strong antimicrobial properties and brings balance to the digestive system of the body. It is also a potent detoxifier and clears the blood and tissues of toxic chemicals. A recent research concluded that Assia catechu inhibits and stops the herpes virus from reproducing. It also prevents transmission from infected to a non-infected person. Cair has been included in Herpes due to its many benefits which are backed by modern research papers. Mehandi. This particular herb is really popular, but not as an anti-herpetic element. It is popular worldwide as a beautifying agent. Its leaves are frequently found in cosmetic and beauty markets, but very few people are aware of its medicinal properties. The very reason it has been used for ages as a cosmetic product is because of its benefits for the skin. But there are other critical points about this herb. It has strong anti-herpetic and anti-STD properties. Mehandi roots, leaves, and flowers are beneficial in herpes, blisters, and lesions. It can be taken topically or orally in decoction form. Giloy is a special herb that can be used in a huge number of diseases. This is because, according to Ayurveda, it has the natural ability to balance the element that has been causing problems inside the body. If something is more than the desired level inside the body, Giloy brings it down to the appropriate level, and similarly, if something is lacking inside the body, it makes up for it. Only Giloy has this ability, and that is why it is used in hundreds of diseases. Due to its properties, it's a great immune booster. Giloy is a creeper plant that feeds on the tree it grows on. And according to Ayurveda, Giloy, which grows on the neem tree, is the most beneficial. Giloy, being so potent and powerful, grabs herpes virus by its neck and lays it to sleep. It gives the immune system the much-needed boost. Also, it brings back the hormonal balance inside the body, which has been malfunctioning due to herpes and the antivirals. Putting Giloy into our program gives Herpes exceptional immune-boosting ability. After looking at the major constituents of Herpes, you must have understood by now why it is so powerful and effective. Overall, there are more than 35 herbs incorporated into Herpes, and this supreme combination of powerful herbs enables Herpes to fight and to destroy herpes and to give you relief from herpes problems permanently. This treatment method not only fights herpes, but also gives a massive boost to the immune system, detoxifies the body and organs of toxic chemicals, clears the side effects of antivirals and drugs which have been used for long periods of time, improves overall health as the constituting herbs are health tonics which give strength to various vital organs including the brain and the heart. Herpes is 100% safe and effective. It is completely natural and there's no processing of chemicals involved. All the herbs have been collected from their natural and native locations. And we don't keep them for more than 6 months because after that they start to lose their effectiveness. Fresh herbs are brought in every time we get an order so that people get the optimum benefits. You can order Herpoveda from here right now. Herpoveda is a 3-month program and it costs you only $182, or you can say $2 a day. By spending $2 a day for a few months, you can relieve yourself of everything that herpes and herpes medications have done to you. Also, we have a 100 days refund policy. If after using Herpoveda for 3 months you feel it has done no good to you, you can get the product cost refunded by sending us an email request. You can read about it more on our refund policy page. The reason why we give emphasis not only to curing herpes, but also to removing toxins and minimizing the side effects of drugs like antivirals is because we know that side effects give people more problems than herpes itself. Antivirals like acyclovir, Valtrex, and the others have been immensely prescribed in the last 3 decades or so. This method of treatment has not only proven to be ineffective, but also led to severe side effects: kidney failure, liver damage, insomnia, hair loss. Men and women have lost their hair and become bald as a result of these drugs. People have suffered kidney failure, for which they had to undergo expensive treatments like dialysis. Others might not have to undergo expensive treatment, but they too had to deal with horrendous side effects of these drugs. People have spent thousands of dollars every year for the antivirals, and what do they get in return? Severe complications and side effects. But who cares? Big pharma companies are making billions selling these drugs every year. Why would they want to recommend people natural or an herbal way to get rid of herpes like neem barks or giloy? Why would they want to end the big profits coming in from drugs like acyclovir? But there are some great and selfless people also in modern medical science who work hard with research. All this to ensure that better and effective treatments are available for people. After Ayurveda, these medical researchers and professionals were the second most helpful agent for us. These research projects enabled us to be confident and verify what we got from Ayurveda. Many of these research projects are online now and you can have a look. We have mentioned some links here because we know that they are not easily accessible to the general public. Our treatment is completely natural, and we have taken all the herbal agents directly from their native locations to ensure their 100% effectiveness. Whenever we need them, our team goes directly to their native locations to get them. Definitely, it leads to transportation costs, but we don't want to dilute the quality and effectiveness of Herpoveda. For a disease like herpes, natural treatment is the only way forward, as you might not have realized till now. Instead of spending thousands of dollars on antivirals, people should look into herbs and natural products. Nature alone has the supreme power to cure all the problems inside our body. Our body itself is a natural system. It's an exceptional creation of nature in itself, and most of the time it tries to counter any unwanted agent inside by itself. But due to toxic modern life and unhealthiness, when this natural system is weakened and disrupted, only nature has the capacity to bring it back to normalcy. Apart from numerous benefits of using natural agents like herbs and plants, the most relevant point is that they contain no side effects. They're not going to burn your liver and certainly not destroy your kidney, unlike those expensive drugs. Herpoveda is the most powerful and effective natural treatment created to date against herpes. In the future, we expect many more such natural treatment programs to be created with our inputs and various research projects coming in pertaining to the benefits of the natural agents. Herpoveda has been formulated to help people who have suffered first at the hands of herpes and then with drugs like antivirals. Our research is ongoing and we're improving it consistently. We have tried to keep the cost as low as possible. You can order Herpoveda from here right now. Herpoveda is a 3-month program and it costs you $182 only. Or you can save $2 a day. By spending $2 a day for a few months, you can relieve yourself of everything that herpes and herpes medications have done to you. Make sure that you mention the details correctly so that Herpoveda can be shipped to your mentioned address. The weight of the kit will be around 3 kilograms or 6.5 pounds. The Herpoveda kit that you will receive is fresh and none of its components are more than 3 weeks old. Most of the items are collected after we receive your order, so that you get optimum benefits. That's why it takes us around 15 days to ship your product after receiving your order. Use the kit in the mentioned time frame so as to get the maximum benefits out of it. Herpes is for people who want to cure their herpes naturally, people who are ready to make the efforts that can help them become herpes-free and healthy. Herpes is not for people who are lazy and don't want to make any effort but just swallow a couple of pills. Herpes will need your dedicated efforts. You need to follow the instructions given with the package you receive. It will require 20 minutes every day for 3 months. If you're not ready to do that, then Herpes is not for you. So don't waste your money ordering it. However, if you miss it once in a week or a fortnight, it will not have much effect on its overall effectiveness. Still, we advise you take it regularly and consistently for great results. Although the treatment program is for 3 months, we send you extra material for a couple of weeks so that you can enjoy more benefits out of Herpes. As mentioned before, Herpes has been prepared with the help of Ayurveda and modern research. Ayurveda is getting popular in the USA and worldwide rapidly, day by day. Most people know it as a natural science. Due to its effectiveness and purity, more and more people are getting drawn towards it. We discovered the wealth and power of Ayurveda firsthand when we encountered it on our pursuit to a herpes cure. Ayurveda gave us the hope that indeed there are natural elements that can cure herpes. We went deep into Ayurvedic texts, visited locations native to various Ayurvedic herbs. We also took help of modern research on these herbs, which gave us solid evidence to prepare a strong treatment against herpes. People no longer are going to have to be hopeless about life after herpes. They have something now that is effective, natural, and research-backed. Herpes is the best herpes treatment program to date, and when you apply it the way it is supposed to be applied, you'll see its power firsthand. Let us allow nature to heal us. In this age, when health is being compromised by so many factors, we need to self-educate ourselves so that we can avoid unnecessary sufferings and health problems. Let us move towards nature, towards originality, and towards what we really are and supposed to be. So thank you for listening to us, and we hope this will help in many ways to rectify your health. Also, if you want to talk to our doctors, you can drop us an email anytime.